What's good, everyone? It's MA76B-Ball. Here I am again, and today I'm bringing you episode 3 of First on Court with the Lebron 11 Christmas. So the Lebron 11s were shipped over from New York, and they arrived at my place here in Japan Friday night, and then I took them straight to the court Saturday night. And yeah, I've got a few pairs, so I knew what to expect, but there's nothing like playing in a new pair of shoes, right? So let's get into this. I've got a little bit of footage, not too much, and I'll try to explain my experience of the first on court. So once I got the shoes tied up, just went onto the court, started shooting around, dribbling around, and yeah, the combination of the lunar lawn and the zoom, I'm familiar with it, and yeah, it fits my needs perfectly. And yeah, it was just a great smooth ride. As the night went on, definitely what really stuck out and surprised me was the traction. It's got that honeycomb type shaped traction, and the court that we play on Saturday nights, it's kind of dirty and it's a little bit dusty. So even like the Kobe 9, I have to wipe now and then. But I don't know why with this particular pair of shoes. Maybe it's just a compound of the rubber because it's that green glow color. I did not have to wipe at all, like zero. Maybe for the entire night, probably wiped maybe no more than 5 times. And it's really kind of off strange because it does not squeak whatsoever. None of my pairs that I have, I've got the Miami Knights, the King's Pride, and the Summit Lake Hornets, I think it's called. And none of those squeak on court, and neither do these ones. But yeah, zero problems with traction, totally on point. So any of you who follow my Instagram, you may have seen my post where I stated I was pretty jacked up last night playing in my new shoes. I played maybe about 8 or 9 games. Each of those games we run about 8 minutes long, and fantastic turnout. We had 3 teams of 5, I think, and it was just you play 2 games, you sit off 1, play 2 games, you sit off 1. So fortunately we got a lot of games in, and it was great because I was able to put the shoes to the test. So besides the traction, the other thing that really stood out last night was the materials. I know there's a lot of bit of foam posit on it around the toe and medial side and whatnot, but considering that it's foam posit, there's also, I think it's called hyperfuse. The shoes really did break in. They broke in nicely over the span of 2 hours. Again, by the end of the night, I still had hot spots under my foot, but whatever, I don't really care. It's day 1, so I've got a little bit of in-game footage. We're going to switch gears and jump over to that, and I'll point out a few things here and there about how the shoes were reacting with my foot and the feedback that I was getting from the shoe, and then a couple close-ups on the outsole that was showing where I strike a lot on my heel and the ball of your foot, like most other players would. Yeah, so let's get into that. So I'm going to do a couple crossovers here, and once the defender goes for it, I pass, and right here I plant hard on my right foot, cutting left, and the containment when I did this was outstanding for day 1, and yeah, that's about it, and converted the hoop. So here comes my go-to move when I spin over my right shoulder. The problem is when I planted that foot right there, my shoulders and hips weren't lined up to the hoop, so I knew I was going to have to lift up with a little bit more energy, a little bit more force. And when I did so, that lunar lawn and that zoom combo definitely did its job with helping out, lifting off the ground. And I definitely apologize to Ryota-san and left him hanging there. So if you have a close look at my sprint, you can see I'm running on the balls of my feet. And again, the lunar lawn and zoom combo was, it's like heaven. So again, just a great job of feeling the response in that overall cushioning setup. Now we've got a textbook jump stop right here, and if any of you know from past experience, if the shoe is not up to par, the cushioning isn't adequate, you'll really feel it in the knees and lower back. And then again, the Lebron 11 cushioning setup, does its job. So I thought this was kind of cool, with the court being, dirty and dusty, it kind of gathered up on the shoe, and it actually shows you where you are striking a lot. So you can see there's dirt under the ball of my foot, and more closer to the toes, which is true of how I play. And then here you can see on the back of the heel on the outside. Again, it shows where the heel strike is. Anyways, kind of strange, but I thought it was kind of cool. Well, that's it, guys. That's episode 3 for First on Court. I'm just pretty stoked to have these in hand finally after 2.5 years. And I don't know what's coming up next. I might not be picking up any shoes for a little while. Possibly, maybe a month or two. But anyways, I'll keep posting vids on my progress and my basketball skills, and who knows, maybe something will pop up. In the meantime, guys, for all of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, guys, and leave some comments. I love talking about basketball shoes and basketball in general. We've got the NBA Finals coming up. Who you got? You can see obviously who my team is. Actually, I'm more of a LeBron and Kyrie fan. It doesn't really matter where they are, what team they're playing for. I'm stoked to see Toronto make it that far. I'm born and raised in Canada, so way to go Raptors, thank you. And yeah, guys, in the meantime, take care, keep pushing your skills, stay focused, stay safe, and be positive. Peace.